Out of the tree of life, I just picked me a plum. You came along and everything started into hum. Still, it's a real good bet, the best is yet to come. Thank you. Yes, Maybelline, it sure is. That's what makes the forecasting an imperfect science. Oh, did you talk to Jesse about that? Luke? Did you tell Jesse? But you told him about when, right? I'm telling him right now. He was just texting me to see. Good one, John. Good one, John. So yeah, it's really, guys, the first decent little front of May. I say the first as if there's going to be a series or another one. I mean, we can only hope. All right, he said he's got 2 backgrounds and a third option to record. So get with him on what he's got for you, bro. Do you hear me, Luke? Just get with Jesse on what he's got for you. He said he's got a couple backgrounds for you. Wait for a few more to come in on a Tuesday night. We'll get going, guys. There's one near Big Ben, too. Well, not Big Ben, but... Right, Darcy? Oh, me too. I mean, I will hope for it, but... Yeah, Thursday, Margie. Right, but it's inevitable, Francisca, I promise you. A good Tuesday evening to you. Bill Taylor, Ken's 5 Digital Center. Hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday night. Blessings to you and yours. It's not a bad night. I mean, it's warm, but it's humid, but, you know, that's what we expect. Now, temperatures are a little above average, to be honest with you. For this time of year, we should be stopping around 84. I'll show you that, let's see, today's high, first off, let's start there tonight. And we hit 89. Now, it felt warmer. In fact, the warmest on the heat index I saw for San Antonio was about 94, 95 degrees, well shy of a 2022 record. So just 2 years ago, we had a record high of 101. Today, 89, above average. Let's take a look at the area highs. So ERCOT did issue I don't know if a warning is the right word, but just kind of a concern that... Weather watch. A weather watch. It was a weather watch, thank you, David, because of usage and because of some of the maintenance going on. It's not just because of the temperatures, because the temperatures are not extreme. You know, when we get the extreme heat, then we've got some bigger concerns, but a weather watch because of the difference in the humidity mainly. So I want to show you that we get into tomorrow, even, well, Thursday shouldn't be as bad, but you can see, look at these heat index values. Could be as high as 100, 103, 105 Pleasanton. So that's definitely achievable with this kind of humidity. We've got tropical level dew points. And then the actual highs are climbing into the lower 90s. I'm trying to find today's, there they are. Tomorrow, a good day for swimming? Absolutely, Margie. Very good day for swimming. Better day for hydrating. Make sure everybody's hydrating. Highs today, I mentioned 89 for us, but look at the 95 we saw in Pleasanton. 101 in Del Rio today. 101 in Del Rio. Wow. Thank you, Adriana. I heard 120 this week in Texas. Oh, no. That's, I don't know where you got that. Muy caliente, sí. Radar clear. I want to show you this. A lot of cloud cover today, a lot of haze, too. Let's talk about the latter. You know why the clouds are up. We've got a good amount of low-level moisture. We've got a good amount of mid and upper-level Pacific moisture. But now comes the sugarcane burning. All the agricultural burning going on in central Mexico. And a lot of this smoke pours up into South Texas. This is every May. This is the time of year that they burn their crops and their, burn back their fields down to our south. And as a result, the winds carry this smoke up into South Texas. And so what happens with high pressure over the Gulf of Mexico and into the interior of Mexico, we get that clockwise motion in the atmosphere. So all of those central Mexico fire smoke gets brought up and hurled up into Texas. So you can see as long as that ridge is over us, and this is a very typical summer high pressure pattern. Not that it's here too early. It's not a dominating dome of high pressure where we shut things down for a couple of weeks. In fact, we've got chances of seeing rain, but with this high comes the cap of warm air aloft that inhibits thunderstorm development. So the only kind of thunderstorms that usually can break through the cap like that are going to be severe thunderstorms. That's the only trade-off. Like if we do get a thunderstorm, you have to watch it very closely, because if it can break through the cap of warm air aloft, that means it's going to get strong enough to produce large hail. Want the humidity gone. It's coming. It won't be tomorrow, but by Thursday night and into Friday for sure. Yes, Dolores, lots of water. Pour some ice cubes in there too. Hi, Irene. Good to see you. And make sure, again, that you're hydrating if you're going to be outside for any length of time. So one of the things we keep a very close eye on when we're getting this smoke in, or sometimes we get the Saharan dust across the Atlantic, we keep an eye on our air quality monitors. These are live reading monitors that we can pop up anytime. San Antonio's moderate, it has been all day, along with Austin, Houston, Laredo, Corpus Christi, and Brownsville. But look at Big Bend, left side of your screen, unhealthy for sensitive groups. That's going to be the orange. Remember, if you go red, and I've seen Houston go red, that's unhealthy for everyone. Sensitive groups will be COPD, asthma, infants, elderly. But that's only Big Bend. You see the monitors in our area are all reading moderate, the exception Victoria. They're reading a good air quality right now. Hanak, good to see you, brother. How you doing? Hi, Jada. What's the matter?
Sorry.
For me? Oh, okay. I didn't make sure.
Guys, hang on. It's on the website now. It's on the website. It's on the CCR page.
What happened? You got us all curious now.
I mean, it's public. It's out there now at this point.
So here's the setup. And this is why, again, we've got a chance. What story, David? What's going on?
Dangerous dogs.
Oh.
It's an embargo thing.
Oh, with what their plan is?
Yeah, but now
Gotcha.
But now it's public.
Yeah, Ken, it's bad. It's bad. I haven't looked at the level lately. The last time I heard it has now dropped under 3% full. You doing any chances of bad weather this week? No. On a scale through 1 to 10. So the scale is actually, Eric, if you're talking about severe weather, and the Severe Prediction Center is 1 out of 5, and tonight and Thursday are going to be the 2 days that we're in a level 2, and it's mainly because of what you're seeing here. Surface triggers are out there. Got a stationary front to our north, really won't have an impact, and it hasn't thus far. But then the second front you see at the top of your screen is the one that's going to come through Thursday, and that one's going to be bringing in a chance of seeing some thunderstorms. And let me show you a couple of key indicators as to why we're under a level 2. Number one, these tropical dew points. It gets dangerous when these numbers go into the mid-70s. So it helps create a volatile atmosphere. 74 for us, Seguin 75, Gonzales 75. How about George West, Beeville, Cotulla, all at 76? Very tropical. San Marcos even at 76. That's really high for such an interior location. Then there's wind shear. So wind shear is when we're moving up in the atmosphere and winds are changing direction and increasing in speed. So if you have a positive wind shear environment, it helps create more instability. It's not a strong wind shear, but it's definitely in the mid-range of a, good positive wind shear environment. Now, with stronger wind shear and good directional wind shear, you've got a tornadic environment. So that's one thing that I can assure you is not the case right now at all. But because of what you're looking at, because of those dew points I showed you, we've been reduced down to a 1 for tonight. So a 1 out of 5, which is a marginal risk of severe weather. 1 out of 5. Earlier, this had some 2 in it. It was a 2 out of 5. Thursday is a 2 out of 5 for northern Bexar County, Seguin, New Braunfels, Boerne, Kerrville, Bandera, Fredericksburg, Austin, right up the I-35 corridor, all under a 2 out of 5 risk when that second front comes in. So I've been keeping an eye, and one of the 2 models, first off, these are the 2 models we trust the most. The first one said nothing, and that's why the probability is low. But as I mentioned, the reason the probability is low is because we have warm air aloft. Remember, when air parcels are ascending, if they go from warm air at the surface into more warm air up top, you don't have a conducive environment for convection and for thunderstorm development. But if you have that warm air rising up and there's cool air aloft, now we've got something to work with in creating some thunderstorms that's a bit more of a, thunderstorm environment. So with that cap, models are thinking we won't see anything develop tonight. But look at Thursday morning. A couple of isolated sprinkles. That's with the morning fog like we've been experiencing. Could see that again tomorrow, just that misty drizzle, more of a nuisance than anything else. But then see what the model does here. Now this has been greatly reduced on intensity. Earlier runs of this model had this line a little bit more intense. But it looks between, I would say, 5 and 8 p.m. that we see something develop on Thursday. Between 5 and 8 p.m. Thursday. Notice that it's a very small area, too. Looks like it develops just south of Kerrville, drops into Boerne, drops into Bexar County, and it's over. Maybe an isolated storm you see out west, but that's about it. And that would be with that second passage. Now, again, if a thunderstorm is able to break through the cap and develop, it's going to be strong enough to produce hail. That's why we're under that level 2. Is this front that hit the Dakotas? South Dakota had snow. Yeah, I saw upper elevations in Colorado had snow today. Good to see you too, Linda. Good evening. Thank you. Anyone know how Canyon was in pretty good shape. They were like 70. It was like ridiculous, the difference. Honestly, it was about 70% full the last time I saw it. All right, so rain totals. I'm not expecting much here at all. But in the next 7 days, disregard those numbers because I haven't updated it. Although they're pretty accurate, actually. Except the north of Austin, that's closer to an inch and a quarter. So why don't I show you how we update that? Because you can see the number difference there, for sure. So we'll go in, we'll keep that at a tenth. we'll go up to
Yeah, basically it's the same thing. We'll just go ahead and post it early. And then
50 here. We'll go up to and we're going to have to drop that size a bit. Get a little peek behind the curtain tonight. So yeah, there's 125, and then this is going to be 3+ up here. Boy, I tell you, Dallas has just been getting a lot of rain the last couple of months. See, so now we've got an updated graphic, and that now lines up with the rain amounts over the next 7 days. Between now and next Tuesday, especially east and southeast, we could see some pockets of 1 to 1.25 inch rainfall amounts. We will definitely take it. And speaking of rainfall amounts, let me show you where we are currently sitting. And it's encouraging when you consider the last couple of years. 1173 is about 3 inches above average for this time of year in the gauge for 2024's rain to date. 2023, we only had 20. That's about 12 to 13 inches below average. And then look at 2022. We've already surpassed that incredibly dry year, record dry year. 11.5 inches was all we got in 12 months in 2022. So yeah, right now we're doing well. We're pacing above average. We haven't seen a whole lot yet in May. Maybe I'll update that graphic tonight at 10. Checking in. What's up, Matthew from the 2-3? What's going on? Hey, Shell. Hello again. Being a Brit, your definition of cold front's funny. Hopefully we get some rain. Well, remember, Heather, even if it's not cold air, it's still a cold front. That's one thing that in meteorology can get a little bit, confusing, I guess, because even though it's not going to be cold air, and we're not calling this cold, but the meteorological term, I mean, this is definitely a cold front. You know what I mean? There's like no other name for it. I mean, I jokingly call them the not as hot fronts because that's essentially what's going to happen. It's going to be more dry air than cold air. Dew points are going to drop nicely for us, but that'll be a pretty short-lived drop. Let me show you what I mean. Dew points they're in the mid-70s, so tropical air. And so that comes down nicely. We flirt with some 50s on Saturday. I'm telling you, Saturday's going to be a beautiful day. And I'm wearing this shirt. I'll tell you what. Stand by. I got to get my glasses here. On Saturday, there is a car show benefiting the Alzheimer's Association. If you like hot rods and all kinds of old restored vehicles, they're doing a really cool car show out at the, it's a assisted living facility called, let me get you this info, because I want to make sure you know. I want to get it right. But it is this Saturday, and the weather's going to be fantastic. Fantastic, I'm telling you. Let's see here. Okay. All right. So listen up now. This show, the 6th annual Alzheimer's Car Show, May 11th, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. It is going to be at 6906. It's okay, here it is. Discovery Village at Dominion. You don't have to have a resident there. You don't have to pay anything. It's a free show. Discovery Village at Dominion. If you want to register a car, it's $35 if you want to put a car in the show. But if you want to just walk around and experience the cars, give a little money for the fight against Alzheimer's, 9 to 2 p.m., Discovery Village at Dominion, which is off of I-10. It's out I-10, pretty much across from the Dominion. I-10, it's on the eastbound side, by the way. It's on the eastbound side, like coming into town, is where you'll find Discovery Village at Dominion. 9 to 2 Saturday if you're looking for something fun to do. Bring the kids. I mean, kids love, these hot rods. You got some old, cool cars. I'm telling you, it's really awesome. I wish I was going, but not unfortunately. Very fortunately, on Saturday, my daughter graduates college. My second college graduate. I'm so proud. God's glory, because I'm a knucklehead. God's glory. And I'm very excited for her. So we'll be celebrating with Kendall. But I've done the show plenty of times. That's when I say done the show, I don't have a hot rod car. I go MC it and have some fun with everybody. So, all right. So again, probability low, but again, if any storm develops, we got to watch it closely because it'll have the potential of producing some hail. I'll have to check on that. My wife asking about walking to class tomorrow night for Kendall because I watch more North Texas weather this spring than here. We've had a pretty quiet spring. We've had some storms, but not very many. North Texas, it's been a show. I'm telling you, they've had so much rain up there. It seems like I'm like every few days. I mean, she's under the heavy rain with the threat of severe weather. Last night, it didn't come as far south, but I was watching Oklahoma City coverage. They had 19 tornadoes between Oklahoma up towards Kansas. It was incredible. In fact, going into it, you know, when I was showing you that 2 out of 5 risk, and that was slight for us, they had a 5 out of 5 risk. Incredible to see that. Whose birthday is it? Wait a minute now. Shell, is it really? Happy birthday, dear Shell. Happy birthday from Bill Taylor and the Ken's 5 Digital Center on a Tuesday night with the Chick-fil-A coffee cup to you. And a little tambourine from my man, the digital ninja, David Lynch. Thank you, bro. Yes. Happy birthday, Shell. Blessings on your next trip around the sun. Gary, congrats. Us knuckleheads can still raise smart kids. God has his ways. Amen, Gary. Amen. I'm telling you, they've done so well. Great students. In fact, Carissa, my oldest, is now a teacher. Kendall's in the hospitality and hotel management business. She's graduating with all these certifications, graduating summa cum laude, graduating high honors, graduating. She was on the president's list every semester of her college career. Phenomenal student. What up, Mimi? Good to see you. Thank you, Jamie. I appreciate you, man. I really do. Erica and Mark in Seguin. What's going on in Seguin tonight? We did a great story out of Seguin last night, so don't be misbehaving in Seguin. They've got what's called a BOLA wrap. So it's a non-lethal law enforcement tool, I'll call it, where the police officers are equipped like Spider-Man. They take this thing out. It's like the size of a cell phone. They wear it on their hip, and it shoots out a rope, and it fires. When they shoot it, it sounds like a gunshot. It's really loud. And then it lassos. I mean, it can tighten you up around the arms. They can shoot it at the legs, and you're not going anywhere. I mean, it just wraps you up. Really cool. And Seguin is using it. It's the only local police department with it, right? Hey, Henry. Henry, is Seguin the only local police department with BOLA wrap or whatever?
Another area one is San Marcos.
San Marcos has it. Okay. San Marcos and Seguin, and then like Detroit, Seattle, several big cities have it. But in the area, San Marcos and Seguin. That's really cool. Doing great, John. Hello in Victoria. Hopefully all is going well. Louise, very low. Look at 20% chance. So the probability is low. It will be isolated. If anything occurs, it is not going to be bad. It is not going to be bad. In fact, the chances on this 7-day are low all the way. Isolated Sunday, Monday. But look at the temperatures, especially Saturday morning, 63. And that's going to be low humidity. It's going to be a fabulous Saturday morning for this time of year, especially after all this humidity and especially after 93 or 94 tomorrow. And tomorrow's heat index probably going to hit 100, 101 maybe. So please hydrate. We might not even get out of the 70s on Saturday. It's going to be windy on Friday especially. Friday's a big wind day. Sylvester, how are you? We could squeeze in one before the end of this month, but typically June we'll start those up. McKinney, Mary and McKinney. McKinney Mary, good to see you. Got to go hiking Saturday. Yes, Marina, that is true. I would definitely do it. Government Canyon, that's a beautiful park. Go see the dinosaur tracks that are out there. Yeah, Michelle, look at that. How are you? Michelle, what's up? Michelle, good to see you. I saw the celebration for little Kylie. That's awesome. Happy birthday, Kylie. No cold front anymore. It's summertime. Yeah, Vicky. I mean, it's not, like I said, in meteorology, they're called cold fronts because there's no, but it's, I like to call it a not as hot front because you can see that we bottom out with this air mass behind this front on Saturday, 63 to 80. No, Grace, no storms overnight. Mary's in Three Rivers, thanks for watching. Road trip to Oklahoma. Hope the weather's good. Yeah, it should hopefully calm down, but Oklahoma this time of year, anything can happen. I was watching that coverage last night. Wow. Big tornado. Well, several warnings, but there was 19 confirmed tornadoes that did quite a bit of damage. Oklahoma City spared. Sorry? 19, right? Last night?
Scary.
Very.
Plenty of totes got stuck.
Last week was like 83. Last week.
And no Toto is going to be safe with that weather.
No. 'Tis the season. Even though there's no tornado season, but it's the time of year they're most likely to occur. Tornadoes have happened every month of the year. Tornadoes have touched down in every state in the United States, including Alaska, including Hawaii. Gary, going on our first date as husband and wife in 2 years without the kids on Saturday. Older kids are coming over to watch them. Willie Nelson say, Willie Nelson? Oh, that's going to be great. Oh, it's going to be a great night. 93, I know, right? The legend that Willie is. So I'm in Helotes, of course, Floor's Country Store. They still have the sign that says Willie Nelson every Saturday night. That's where he started his career. That's so cool, man. Have a great time, Gary. I know you will. I know you will. All right, we're wrapping it up on a Tuesday. God bless you all. I love you. We'll see you on Ken's 5 News at 10. Have an awesome night and even better Wednesday. Take care.